in the bottom left, we have our Terran player playing incredibly well today. He is
LGIM YoDa.
strong you are. And in the upper right, we have our Protoss player who was the underdog, but is also just really playing well, really kicking ass. He is
웅진 스타즈 플라잉.
Well, you know, he really somehow evened up a game that should have been over right at that second, so he definitely still has a possibility to win the series.
that game was
I'm
nail biter.
Definitely still leaning towards YoDa, but this game not going for that command center first. We'll have to see what Flying's plan is. What do you think? Is he gonna? He's not gonna go for the same build again. Only Tails will do that 2 times in a row.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do that. I think he's gonna go for an Oracle build personally.
Think so? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a question, Artosis.
Yes.
Because as in case you guys didn't know, Artosis and me have been playing chess.
Yes.
A little bit of chess here and there.
Yes.
Some of our other
it's nice
esports
to let my brain relax from Starcraft.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Starcraft's so much harder.
No, it is. It takes mechanics which chess does not have, unless you really consider moving the pieces and then hitting the clock without touching their pieces and being forced to capture it that hard. But you know, in chess, they've designed computers that people basically can't beat.
Yeah.
It's just, you know,
Yeah.
supercomputers. Now, there is no AI that a pro gamer can't beat.
That's right.
Do you think, and if you do win, would we have an AI
That can never be beaten?
or would that? Well, let's even say one that can go 50-50 with a pro. Can you do it?
I think that the 50-50 is something that wouldn't be that hard. But no, I think there will never be an unbeatable one because, I mean, no one will ever dedicate enough resources and enough intelligence to programming anything like that, because you would imagine how much you have to actually know, because you can throw people off so easily. I can give something to the computer, let it see it, and do something so stupid that it's like, well, I know what this is, I know the range of things this could be, here are the least likely things, then I did the least likely, and
this is true.
Then killed him because
you can
I
do
know
something
how
like
smart
they
he is.
scan you and you just like make 2 Stargates and then like cancel them when the scan ends. And it's like,
or like they have 2
algorithm.
Stargates both making Phoenixes, and he scans, and then I cancel both Phoenixes and throw up 4 gates or something. Like a smart computer, man. Maybe I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Like, and then of course when you get micro too, that's actually what I was thinking more about. Like what we're seeing right now, I'm like, can we program a computer to? Because there's a lot of psychology with micro. It's not just
there
like
is psychology
stutter
with
step
micro,
and stuff. It's like, well, when do you try to?
But I think you could do, you know, because the mechanics would be perfect. So you just be like, all right, if you always have the max amount of units, what is the best micro to use, generally speaking? I think that wouldn't be too hard. And in fact, there were some micro cheat bots before that would like blink stalkers as soon as their shields are gone. And
I heard about that.
That was pretty funny.
Well, but we got to get a supercomputer. This is gonna be our next TV show. It's like we program it with like a very like weak personality. You know what I mean? And then we're like, all right, it's like Tastos and their robot friend, like Chaz. Like, let's watch some play pro gamers. And we program the robot to just trash talk humans. Like humans are so dumb. And we're like, I know. We high five his robot hand. Like,
the robot's name can be Chaz617.
Yeah. Oh, that's an old
Not
school
that much
joke.
different from humans, really.
Yeah.
Well, very standard build from Flying this game. Just going into the quick robo, followed by a couple more gateways. Everything timed out completely normally. As far as YoDa goes, very standard as well. So it looks like, so far this is looking like it's going to be a macro game, but we'll have to see what these guys choose as the next step.
Yeah, well, we're kind of waiting right now for the tech trees to reveal themselves. Great teamwork there.
That's
taking
true.
that SCV out.
Yeah. The 2 sentries slowed him down.
Went for a different kneecap.
And then, of course, the final blow from the mothership.
They took out both the SCV's knees. It was like, no!
That was a windmill smash right on top of the head, that SCV.
That was basically the mothership equivalent of like a power bomb.
Slam dunk.
Slam dunk, yeah.
Okay, so couple forges going up. Okay,
so a very neutral build here from flying, excuse me.
Yeah, and flying is going for a much longer game. When you get 2 forges, you're always waiting till at least 2-2 to do anything, unless your opponent really screws up. So,
well, that's some weird timing.
Yeah, it's cool and refreshing for me personally to see flying actually do a build that's absolutely he's trying to get into the late game with, because he has always been kind of a more aggressive player, and to show a bit more variety, a bit more range in his play is something that definitely is going to help him in the future. But YoDa is like really, really strong in the late game. He's strong mechanically, strong micro-wise, expands often. I don't know if going to the late game is the right choice for flying, but we'll have to see how good he is at it right now.
All right. Well, he's going to swap the starport where the factory is, get that reactor on there. And this should be a pretty long and a dramatic, solid game.
Yeah, it should be.
Between 2 badass nerds, I'm kind of excited.
No, I'm definitely excited about this. A couple more gates going up. See, 3 more gates, in fact. So he's actually going to be pretty unit heavy. This is going up to 7 gates.
Oh, okay.
So
this is not going to be
anything
normal.
Yep.
So everything that we said
this guy's
does not
throwing
matter.
Me for a loop today.
I think we've been our predictions have been a little bit off today. I think until we actually know for sure, we should just let go into the mic and then
flying. As I said, he mixes it up. He does weird stuff all the time, and
I've never seen
like
this.
A 1-1 timing charge attack. Like this doesn't even exist. No one has ever
done anything like this in the history of all Starcraft 2 games ever played.
No. That's not what I'm talking about.
There's at least one.
This is not a build that we ever see pros.
One nerd without an ability to have a sense of humor is emailing GOM right now. Like I think they're actually incorrect about that. Now we have medevac drop over here, and he might be able to catch him out of position.
You know what? Is he going to see how many gates are actually here? I don't know. And we actually do have an attack in the front as
this
well.
This might go bad actually on both sides here for the.
Well, if he can target down like the sentries, let's say. Look at this, nice camera there by Legend.
So good at observing. All right.
Wow, and he's off of 8 gates now, going into 2-2. Okay, this is flying's just kind of doing his own thing completely here. Yeah. 2 base, 8 gates, going into 2-2. No splash of any type. No Templar archives. No robotics bay. Not even Dark Templar tech. So very hard to predict exactly what he's going to do next. This is new territory for everybody.
All right, you can just pick up here. Yoink, and get out of there. Another drop over here. I don't know if you should really be doing this, though. Protoss on 2 bases, it's going to be pretty hard if somebody flying Excalibur to catch him off guard. But, with the new medevac boost, I mean, there's some crazy stuff you can get away with.
Okay, so Templar Archives is now coming up. We don't actually have a Ghost Academy started yet for YoDa, so that's going to be with good timing. Okay, just started it, but still trying to do... Ooh, just gets away. Still trying to get some drops done. In fact, does drop over near that 3rd. No more 3rd. Not now, at least.
All right, he's dropping in here now again, and these are great positions to attack in here because, as you can see, the Zealots, they don't get a lot of surface area. They have to go around those assimilators. Uh-oh. This would be the first sentry snipe against a medevac ever. Like,
you know what I really like? YoDa's being pretty cool, Tasteless. He's actually starting up Hellbat production, realizing how heavily that flying is actually producing Zealots. He's relying on them so much right now.
And he picks him up. This game's a bit weird, man. I'm having a hard time analyzing this because I'm so caught off guard by what Flying's doing.
Yeah. This is the way he is. Like, for instance, those guys that every single game went Speed Reaver in StarCraft 1? Speed Shuttle Reaver?
Yeah.
That's him. He's that type of guy.
He's the guy.
So he's the guy that does something like, I guess technically you can do that, but you really do that all the time.
It's not wrong, and he's like, and then he does it so much that he always ends up. Shuttle and Reaver always pay for themselves. Yeah, he's so good with that micro.
Yeah, and he's such a different type of player that you get weird stuff like this, but it's I have to say it's very fresh, very refreshing.
Oh wow,
so close.
Should have put his contacts in that day. Would have seen a little bit further.
Should have worn his binoculars on his face.
Yep. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Wow, that's crazy.
That's insane.
Because he could really mess it up. You go down there, feedback. Oh, he does see it now. Or does he?
No, what?
He doesn't.
He does now. Okay, all right. He doesn't because
he's going to try to catch the sentries, which won't work. Yeah.
So like, what could he do that would make even less sense? He like makes force fields underneath the medevac, flies away. Like, well,
yeah. Okay, so right now we actually do have that +3 armor on the way. No, you shouldn't attack up that little choke.
Yeah.
But he sees what's going on. He sees the Hellbats, and that's going to make him be very careful.
Yeah. Oh, nice spread here.
Oh my God. Brutal size storms.
Well, it doesn't matter. It wasn't quite enough. It wasn't. It didn't bring up to the tipping point here, and those zealots are completely useless right now.
Yeah, this is a little bit rough. He's going to lose a lot of expensive units here.
And he's actually going to be able to continue to chase him here if he wants. Another stim here, and he could be immortal, actually get whatever he wants.
Oh, man. Really brutal. He's going to get High Templars as well. At least get some feedbacks off.
Man.
But Flying lost so much. Look at the supply now, 103 to 152. He's going to do a little bit of harassment. Already a bunker up, and YoDa is looking like he might make this a reasonably quick 2-0 Tasteless.
Yeah, YoDa is solid, and I have to say it really paid off. You know, I'll be frank, I didn't think YoDa was going to get out of his group today, but man, I was wrong.
Well, he has shown a lot of skill in the tournaments we've seen him in so far.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe the game meshing with him a little bit better. See, he is moving towards this third base right now, and this is a lot of Zealots to deal with that many Hellbats, even with great upgrades.
All right, he's stimming it coming in here, but it looks like there are going to be too many Hellbats, and they completely wipe out the Zealots. Nice dodge there of that Storm. Simeon coming in here, and now the Colossi can get hit. Extra Marauder even up here above it. And I do believe that is the beginning of the end here.
Oh, a nice time warp there, or Quagmire.
It's a Quagmire, yeah.
And that is just so much damage. Look at this, 77 supply to 133. You know, obviously Flying doesn't want to leave yet. He wants to keep trying, see if he can maybe pull a miracle here.
Keep trying, keep flying.
Yeah.
If not crying.
But if he wins this game, he won't be Woongjin Flying. He'll be ST Flying. ST for Saint, because he's performing miracles. Yeah.
All right. This really goes to show you how strong Hellbats are in general against the Zealots.
Yeah.
It is a straight-up hard counter.
Basically no upgrades.
Oh, nice. Having the Templar Archives.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? The angling here. All right, but again, down here at the Nexus.
There's just no way to stop everything that can be done by YoDa right now.
Well, look at the YoDa supply, too.
Flying's got great upgrades, so it's smart of him to try to get some sort of victory because they can make such a difference, but YoDa's giving him no chance to actually do such.
Macro, good I have.
Yes. But he would say, well.
I'm like, listen, I know you have the force. You got to work on your grammar, YoDa. You know, no one's going to respect you if you talk like this.
Yeah. YoDa's dead, Tasteless. Spoiler alert. YoDa dies.
Spoiler alert. Luke Skywalker is actually the son of Darth Vader. Spoiler alert.
I don't want to ruin this for you guys, but Han Solo gets turned into Carbonite, and guess what? Don't worry, he comes back.
He comes back, right?
They save him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lando helps. Yeah, he's not a bad guy. Spoiler alert. All right, more drops coming in.
What did we say Wolf was? We had to be Star Wars characters?
Wolf is the something bot, the guy.
The bot that works for Lando Calrissian, right?
Yeah, the one with the computer on the side of his head. Without any doubt, that's him. Well, we do have a lot of Archons out here.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
See what Flying's doing right now that he's stabilized, kind of-ish. Is he's focusing heavily on Archon production because that really destroys Hellbats terribly badly and does well against everything else because he does have nice upgrades. Unfortunately, he has no Plasma Shield upgrades for them. Also, unfortunately, YoDa's making Ghosts now in response to that. So, even though it may look, because he has a nice army, like he's recovering, YoDa definitely has to bungle it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, the Immortal does get out. And he's able to back off now. And, yeah, Protoss can't leave his base. He might want to just wait for the Nexus to finish and then just go in there and hit it. Oh, excuse me, it's already finished.
I think that's fine anyways. Like, if I'm flying right now, I'm thinking, okay, maybe if I can hit 150 or a max before the next battle, then I have a chance.
Oh, I love it when I see Terran players scanning their own armies when in this position because there's always an observer out there.
Yeah. And we do have some medevacs coming in here. We can go after these forges that aren't upgrading. Another observer coming in. Good move there by Flying. Oh, he does start an upgrade in 1. Swarpins everywhere from Flying.
Yep.
Well done. You know, he's going to, it's a good move by Flying. You know, he's in a very tough spot. But if he maxes out, there's always a chance that you can just win, you know? If you control your ball right and Terran does not.
Terran engages him properly.
You have the chance to do it, but if he hits his EMPs right. Oh, good feedbacks right there.
All right, he's simming, he's attacking in. The Colossus was obliterated. There are a lot of Archons, though, and some SCVs coming up here as well, just to tank the damage. And that's too much of everything, Terran. GG.
GG. You know, Flying showing that even when he's dead and out.
Round of 16, I will go.
That's
champion I will be.
Are you sure that you're as young as you are? Because I think you did the voice to the original YoDa.
Did I?
Yeah. I think you may have actually been the Muppet itself.
I was the Muppet, yes.
So,
that was me when I was a little kid. I was that Muppet.
Tasteless' first movie was Star Wars as YoDa, and then Pinocchio, where he wished to be a real boy, and then he became Tasteless.
All right, it's packed down here in our new studio. Starcraft, not just for humans as well.
That's right. Tasteless busted that monkey out of the zoo this weekend.
I did. I'm like, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
And he was like, which is monkey. We're like, I don't speak your language, but please try to use some simple. I don't know.
Just give him your jacket as you walk out, and they're like, "Is that a monkey in a jacket?" You're like, "No, it's my twin brother." You're like, "Oh, identical twins!
That's so cute."
Yeah.
No,
I can see it. Yeah.
Well, we gotta go to the losers match here.
Yeah, DRT and MC,
and you know, like MC kind of talked some trash.
He did. He better.
He said that DRT doesn't quite know the game, Heart of Swarm yet.
Well, we will definitely, one of the best ways to see how up-to-date a Zerg is to the moment in StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm is what their ZVP looks like, because that's the one that's changing the most right now.
Yeah, that is a different matchup now.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short little break, and when we return, we're going to go to that matchup, so don't go anywhere.